EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New Orleans Saints. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Typically, because the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, a number 3 safety coming up and making a big-time play.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow will throw. Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it. And he is going to have the Bengals first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it, because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
Punting now is Huber as he sends it away. Landry now on the return. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Now in his 6th season, Kamara just continues to be one of the best dual-purpose backs in football. He's never missed a Pro Bowl, and he has the most total yards in the NFL since entering the league in 2017. He actually played in his fewest games in a season last year and still had over 1,300 yards.
Across the line and to the ball quickly there, Trey Hendrickson.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and making sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. To throw is Winston. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 33. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Pro receiver Michael Thomas missed all of 2021 while recovering from an ankle injury. But we'll never forget that he set his NFL record in 2019 with 145 catches. When healthy, borderline unguardable, just like he was on that play.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Saints in a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they've come in on a nice run of recent form, 4 wins out of 5.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Sliding out of the pocket. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow. And his throw is going to be incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the last week. And they just started on a great period.
They can't let that incompletion become a pattern. Oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they get man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. But then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that worked. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
On 3rd down, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception he threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. So that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Winston throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
And there's a good opportunity to just run it right there. A drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Jameis to throw it. They'll get this out to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. No score after 1 on EA's. Blake Gillikin on the punt now on 4th down. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Again, it's Mixon. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Bengals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Landry. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? Where these teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook, but run it so well that you give your skill position guys a chance to make big plays individually.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Winston now. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. They'll give him 4 yards there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Kamara with a run on first down, but he's fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage there. No gain.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Second and 10. Again, it's Kamara. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Now Winston. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
Luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Looking to throw again on second down. Burrow. Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. They tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Well, he's smart enough to throw the taunting rule, but I guarantee you probably has told them, you don't want to stop coming after me downfield because I just picked up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to take this all the way down to the Saints' 23-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. Tyler Boyd, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. Jameis now on 1st down. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Second down, Kamara. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this one will be a 29-yard attempt. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. But Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter. Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it is really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them too. From the 29, Winston. It's hauled in by Hardy. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield. And this defense going to bring out a couple extra DBs here on 3rd and a yard. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Long has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they? They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Winston. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe double off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by Jermaine Pratt. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Throwing, Winston. Olave holds it in. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
And this is just a little touch pass. They set the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Winston. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And they'll get him down right around the 16. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Now Winston. And that is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. The kick by Lutz is good. And now it's a 2-score game at 9, 16-7. Looking at it from defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people want to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
And that one blown up quickly. As he's going to be stopped before it can even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. Now it's third down.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Burrow looking to pass. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
From midfield now, Burrow. And that nearly intercepted. Well, the free safety roaming into position almost had it, but it's second down.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Glad to be in the great city of New Orleans, rolling along here in the third quarter, 2nd and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And nowhere for him to go again. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. No gain on the run there. They'll be looking at a third down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
11 coming.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
11.
Burrow on play action. And that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we play. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. on third down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badgers, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Following the interception, Winston. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first. Kamara up the middle. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Kamara out of the pistol. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That mental hits of looking behind him. And that will extend their lead even further. So maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Bengals drive about to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember, last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
We'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the 2nd half. Now Burrow on 1st down. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Boyd. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. And incomplete, he dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is
is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. To the right side and complete to Hurst. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. And Burrow going to throw again. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down to the 47-yard line. CD, I know from working with you that you're about as old school as they come. Your thoughts on throwing that ball from the 1-yard line?
Yeah, I just got done walking my dinosaur, as you well know, and ordinarily I'm screaming, run the football from the 1-yard line. But if you are going to throw it, just take extra care. That didn't happen there, and they turned the ball over.
A first down throw for Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to be met at about the 43. And now defensively they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. This offense so far on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And some good tackling there as he's stopped up at about the 41. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still 8 up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a first down.
On 2. 11.
Now Burrow. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
11.
Throwing, Burrow. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. To throw, Burrow. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Burrow. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Paulson Adebo. And the Saints force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. The Saints in victory formation now as they'll take the knee. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs, a nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.